Okay, let's start talking about stories. This is actually a positive one, and I like it.
Yeah, it's great. Emmy Rossum.
Emmy Rossum, she's amazing. I love her. She is on Shameless. Yesterday, she tweeted out sort of a message asking the Guild, the Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA right here, to look into reevaluating the protocols and methods that they use to protect actors during simulated sex scenes, nudity, and auditions when you have to do stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it got an interesting response because half the people were like, "You're naked all the time on Shameless."
I'll be honest, that is when you first brought it up, I was like, the girl who's naked all the time, right?
All the time.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, on its face, I could, that is the first reaction until you actually look at what she's saying.
To look at what she's saying, and if there's anyone who can speak to it, and the need for sort of safety and reviewing, it's someone who has to do these scenes. And yeah. I mean, she is, top billed, highest paid on the show, so she has some control over how these things.
She directs, and
she recently directed an episode, and she had a sex scene, or at least a nude scene within there. So if there's anyone who can say, okay, look, I do this. Mm-hmm. We need to sort of review it. And so a lot of her fans kind of came to her defense and were like, people who are sort of dragging her through the mud with this, listen to what she's saying. Mm-hmm. We're not going to erase sex scenes from film and television. They're telling, stories. And relax. Woo. We have to make sure that there's a safe space in which to do it.
Especially for young
and that's
actors.
Her point.
A lot of people come into the industry and you go to a casting or whatever and you're like, all right, take your clothes off. And you're like, oh, okay.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, and very interesting point because there's actually a class action lawsuit right now where one of the plaintiffs is alleging that during it was a casting call that they were going to do a sex scene with Harvey Weinstein. Well, not with Harvey, but they were doing.
That was the casting call. No one showed up.
It was an audition in front of Harvey, and he wanted the woman to take her top off because he wanted to see what she looked like naked, and it was very uncomfortable for the person. And
there has to be a space for that because if you're casting someone who's nude, you need to see them in the nude, or if you're someone like a runway model, they're naked backstage in front of bazillion people because they're changing their outfits.
Yeah.
So essentially what Emmy was doing is she's asking the Guild to reevaluate these things and make sure it's a safe space. It's not like the Lollipop Guild.
No, I know, no, but I'm saying I had a weird. Okay, this is like a weird. It's like a tangent, but I don't know. I did Jungle Book way back in the day, and when I did community theater, and I was a lot thinner then, and I was cast as Mowgli, and as part of the audition, I was in there, and they're like, all right, take your shirt off, see what you look like, and little skivvies. It was very uncomfortable.
So, from personal experience, Gary knows how uncomfortable this is.
Yeah.
So, I reached out to SAG-AFTRA, and they responded almost immediately. Let me just find that response for you so I don't butcher it. And I love that they said they were grateful to Emmy for bringing this up. I think gone are the days where, or at least we're moving toward a direction where we're not calling people out, we're calling on people for action. And the way Emmy worded her tweet was basically, SAG-AFTRA, they work so hard to take care of and protect their members. It's the labor union for people all across media, everybody from puppeteers and jugglers to the Emmy Rossums of the world. And they work tirelessly to make sure that they have health care and benefits, and they're not working a zillion hours, and they have enough turnaround time between one shoot and another shoot. So they were grateful that she shared her concerns, and then they added, as part of our broader efforts to enhance protections for all of our members, we are working on a set of rules, guidelines, and programs that will include the issue of bodily integrity while on a set and during auditions. These protocols are in addition to our existing contract provisions in this area.
This is awesome.
It's awesome.
So it's, obviously they've responded to what has gone on in Hollywood. They've been working on this, and they have the protection of entertainers first and foremost, which is important.
I feel like thus far, the entertainment industry has really used this whole issue and movement for all industries, but in really no other industry, there's very few industries where you're actually naked and bringing sex to work. It's
Yes.
part of your job to engage in simulated sex with someone. In very few other industries is that a case, so this is very particular to Hollywood. I think that the same sort of rules and integrity needs to be extended to things like strip clubs. Like I said, modeling, massages, waxing, stuff like that. Like, you have to be able to feel safe when there's someone in the nude in front of you. And if you're nude, you have to feel safe.
I mean, I would even say adult entertainment.
Yeah,
I mean,
1000%.
It's like, you hear a lot of stories of like really bad stuff happening on set with those, and where you show up for one thing and something else happens, and it's just a bad situation.
Yeah.
There's a whole, we should, it's almost like...
Matt, you want to be the person, you want to be at the other end of my breakdown?
We're lopping off part until we get to the root here.
Wait, when's our last story? It's about Will Smith and Jada Smith's haircut. That's where I'm going to lose my mind.
Great.
Last story, I'm going to lose my crap.
That is great.
All right, but moving on.
Yes.
Love and hip hop, what is going on here?
Lots
there's
of crazy
accusations,
stuff.
there's a lawsuit, there's headbutting. Can we discuss, before we get into this, can we discuss headbutting? I can think of no other worse way to inflict injury on someone than to like hurt. Like when you hit your head getting out of the car or something, it like wrecks your day.
Headbutting, not to make light of this, but it's like a skill, because if you do it wrong, you'll knock yourself out.
Remember, oh my God, I remember this back in my days when I was breaking news ages ago, when, was it The Situation or Ronnie in Italy headbutted a wall and he was like...
yeah, you was like, wow,
and
that
then
hurt.
he like, suffered issues.
Because
in here in the US, these are like sheetrock walls, but in
it was like
the
real
old,
concrete.
it's like concrete and plaster, and he expected it to like make a crack.
Yeah.
You know when you push the door too hard and the knob goes through the door, and he was like...
It was like, oh, reality check. Yeah, so...
This isn't funny, though.
This is not funny, yeah. Gunplay, also not funny. The act and the gentleman.
Correct.
This guy, Gunplay, he is one of the stars on Love and Hip Hop Miami. He's had an interesting history of alleged violence. I remember a story back in the day where he allegedly held his accountant hostage because the guy was screwing him over in money. If
these things are true, why are we letting these people on television?
I don't know. I mean, he even says in his like, he's doing it right there, where he even says, he's like, people think I'm crazy because I am.
Why are we giving?
I don't know.
And you know that man gets paid.
A lot,
so much more than you and I get paid.
Put together.
And probably whoever's watching this,
he's
more
a
you
good
get paid too.
I mean, he is a good rapper. I will give him that. I believe he's signed with Def Jam, but
because why not?
Because of course. So there was a police report and now a lawsuit filed against him by an ex-girlfriend named Anika Johnston, who is a exotic dancer. And she was working at a place called The Office in Miami on January 2nd, and she says that Gunplay came in with his girlfriend Kiara, who is also on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And apparently Miss Johnston and Gunplay exchanged words that didn't sit too well, and after her shift got off, they confronted each other. He confronted her in the parking lot, according to the police report, and it escalated to the fact that he headbutted her. And apparently it was such a gnarly headbutt that it actually caused bruising and some scrapes to her face and also scratched her cornea. And so she filed a police report. The cops, they took the report, they referred her to the state attorney's office, but she's now filed a lawsuit for battery. And she says that while they dated, that he was abusive towards her, and his, this is kind of what led to their breakup. And
so he was with his girlfriend but dated the stripper?
Yes, he took
or the person who worked at the strip club?
Correct. Yeah, no, she was a stripper. Yeah, she's a stripper at the strip club. He's dating somebody. He took his current girlfriend.
You don't take your current girlfriend to the Applebee's where your ex-girlfriend is the hostess. What is wrong?
I know.
There are so many things wrong with this story. And what gives anybody the MFing right to think that they can harass someone at work in the parking lot and assault them?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people? With a freaking headbutt, no less.
I know. So, yeah. So she's filed a lawsuit for battery, and she has the police report. We'll see what happens. He has not. We reached out to VH1 because I agree with you on, and I think we're also with our society. It's like I understand it's entertainment, but if you have violent people, they don't need to be a part of productions. Like you can be entertaining, you can be tough, but if it's escalated to the point of now where there are police reports, there's even in the hip hop community, it's
and an isolated incident is one thing.
Absolutely, but if there's a pattern of this, if this is now also it's like for VH1 and everything that they cast somebody knowing that this comes with the territory. I'm sure there was a rigorous insurance process to get through for this guy, but unclear.
I just think if you're making a butt ton of money, you should be held to somewhat of a higher standard.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't get to have millions of dollars and headbutt someone. That's not the way the rules are. Like, you didn't get ice cream in kindergarten if you took the blocks from the kid next to you. Why those rules don't continue throughout life is beyond me.
I know. I want ice cream and Applebee's now.
Ice cream at Applebee's would be nice. This is dumb. I hate all of this.
Yeah. Well, speaking of beef. Yeah, well, beef. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Seal is lashing out at Oprah. He's catching a lot of heat for this.
Yeah, because who lashes out at Oprah?
Yeah, I mean, whoa! Like when I saw this, I was like, no, that's not Seal. I was
we all thought
oh
it was
my
fake.
Gosh, yeah. So there's a meme going around of 2 pictures of in the past of Oprah with Harvey Weinstein, and they were at like industry events. Obviously, they're like black tie affairs, and the meme says on the top part, "When you have been part of the problem for decades." Bottom part says, "But suddenly they all think you are the solution." And Seal wrote, "Oh, I forgot, that's right. You'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses who in turn had no idea what they were getting into. My bad. Hashtag sanctimonious Hollywood."
Which is also like a sanctimonious post.
Yes, very sanctimonious. Yeah.
Like,
so, I mean, obviously he's responding to Oprah from the Golden Globes, and everybody is praising her for the speech she did, which was amazing, and they're talking about a possible run.
How do you hold someone completely removed from the situation responsible for the serialized bad actions of another individual? I haven't gone through Seal's social media with a fine-tooth comb. Like, I wonder what he said about Harvey Weinstein or any of the other numerous people who've been accused of actually committing crimes and harassment and doing something wrong and being abusive. But Oprah, because there's one photo of her going like that to Harvey Weinstein, people who walk in the door who introduce, go to France, everybody kisses you on the cheek. Yeah. Like, what is that? Yeah. It's just so misplaced to me.
He's very upset about it. I don't know. I mean, we haven't, obviously Oprah hasn't responded. I don't think she will.
No, and she shouldn't, nor should she, no, none of that.
Now, I don't know if he was just meaning Hollywood more in general and used Oprah as the catalyst.
That's just, it's absurd. Yeah. It's absurd. Also, you can't go around accusing people of crimes. Like, unless Oprah was harassed, which she's not on the Supreme Court. Like, no. What is she gonna do about it? I mean, you can speak out, you could try to support people if they come to her, but just because you hear rumors that someone is like diddling everyone in Hollywood and they don't like it, you can't just go after them and accuse them of a crime. That's true.
So basically, Seal's not.
What's wrong with you people?
Seal's not going to be on Oprah's cabinet.
No.
is what we're saying here.
You know, and I really liked Kiss from a Rose.
I know, it's so
great
good.
tune. Now I feel like
if
I can't listen to
Oprah
it.
actually runs, she should come out to Kiss from a Rose. And just like, ha, 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 ha. Good for her.
Oh my God.
We'll see. I mean, it'll be interesting if she does respond, but I doubt she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nor should she.
All right, what do you think about Taylor Swift's new video? Endgame.
How many videos and things are we going to have to deal with when, like, the old Taylor's gone?
God, you know,
She's gone.
I get there's a whole new way to market your videos now, and like with the teas and the this and that. It's just like she did like the snake, the different parts of the snake. It's like, you know, just say, hey, dropping a new video, like,
hey,
check it out. Yeah, it's like, it doesn't have to be a huge, what's Taylor doing this time? Like, she's doing the same thing before. She's singing, you know, it's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna buy the album.
The old Taylor is gone.
The old Taylor is gone.
Yeah, because she keeps cropping up.
She does.
Everywhere
well,
we turn, in every video, and every song.
So this is Endgame. The teaser has been released. It's supposed to drop tonight at midnight. Everyone, I'm sure, will go crazy when it does. But the teaser is interesting. And we had, you know, he's not here right now, but Jeff had an interesting...
Jeff was obsessed with this.
Jeff was very upset. Well,
she friend-zoned Ed Sheeran. Let's be honest.
Ed Sheeran's kind of the dork
in the friend zone.
I know, for Ed Sheeran. But you know who does win?
Ed Sheeran's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
He makes a gajillion dollars.
That's true.
He's delightful. I met him once. We were on the Today Show at the same time.
Yeah, but he's just that delightful guy.
Yeah,
he's a delightful buddy.
No,
he's not Future. Future.
He's had his way with some Hollywood, some ladies in Hollywood. Yeah, that big thing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
Ellie Goulding?
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, he's not as cool as Future, according to Taylor
True.
Swift. So this is like a...
Do you think he's not as cool as Future? She was using Future as a metaphor for the new Taylor in the future.
Yes.
Like Future stands in for future men, that not old
that
Taylor
was
men.
very meta. Whoa.
Yeah. I love Taylor Swift too. There we go. No music. Taylor almost just came to sue us for playing her song.
You know, it's like there's like Ed Sheeran and she's like joking and like she's wearing flannel and glasses and they're like at a little party, and then it's like Future and she's like walking in a hotel and in a Lambo and on a yacht and just like having a way better time. Ed Sheeran not in the second part of the video.
No. Ed
Poor
Sheeran's
Sheeran.
good for like cupcakes and
I know, like
picnics.
gosh. What if you're Ed Sheeran and you're like Taylor wants you to be in a new video? That's like awesome, and then you show up on set and it's like, oh, Future's here too. Cool. I wonder
You see the Lamborghini, you're like, this is awesome, I can't wait to drive
Am I
it.
driving the Lambo?
Here's your flannel.
Oh yeah, no Lambo, that's cool. I'm gonna be on the yacht though, right? Like, you know, on the no, Ed. Okay, what about the cool hotel scene, like with Taylor McCrum? No. We're gonna have you at the friend party when Taylor was young and
Friendsgiving, that's what you get.
Yeah, there you go. Enjoy your potluck. Yeah.
Oh,
It's all
that
right.
was fun.
Yeah.
All right, not fun.
Lil Wayne says he is not the father. I just like this whole thing is just a Maury thing. It's great. Lil Wayne. So there is a woman in 2015, I believe, who filed a paternity case against Lil Wayne. She says she has a 15-year-old son named Dwayne, who she named after, she thinks, his father, Lil Wayne. If you're Lil Wayne, you should be Littler Wayne. Tiny Wayne. Yeah. So, yeah, she filed the paternity. There was
Maybe just a little way.
Little way.
Just
yeah.
cut out the end.
Yeah. He says that he never responded to it, so there was a default judgment. So that's basically what happens in court cases where if you don't respond, the court eventually decides, usually with the person who's actively...
This one you'd want to...
Yeah, this one
clear up.
I would be like, hey, no. Just write no and send it back.
Nope.
So he's saying he never got served with the documents and with the papers. That's part of the lawsuit. You need to provide service. So he's saying that he didn't have a chance to respond to it because he never saw it. But he says he is not the father of the kid. Says that he has 4 kids. And he's like, I got the 4 kids. He says he pays for them. He's actually a very good dad. I mean, I read, is it Reginae Carter is his daughter that's always on Instagram? I mean, she always talks about what a great father he is and everything. So he says he provides for his children, but this is not one of them.
What a cool dad. Like,
So
could you
cool.
imagine? He's so much cooler than his kids, so much cooler than their friends. Like, no, you're not. No one you bring home is going to be cooler than your dad.
Ever.
It's like Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, but
like
how
Lenny
do you-
Kravitz is so cool.
The thing with Lenny, Lenny is he seems very responsible too.
Yeah,
though.
that's true.
Like when you're like Lil Wayne, like how do you be like, I don't know, how do you discipline your daughter or
I don't know,
kids for
Gary.
anything? How do you
How do you plan on disciplining your kids?
It's good to see. Listen, if I lived Lil Wayne's lifestyle, I would not be here. So,
Is this every guy's secret fear? Like anyone who's had premarital sex, is it? Because like if I get pregnant, and I know I did, like I know it's mine. I had to make it. Like
what is it? Was it that Mafia movie? It was like a funny with Jay Moore when like.
Oh my God, with Christina Applegate.
She's like.
It's yours.
I named him after his mother. It was so funny.
What is that movie called?
I think it's Mafia.
Yeah, I think it's
Mafia.
Yeah.
that was a terrible movie.
So
Let's
funny,
watch
though.
that later.
I love that
But that is
movie.
right?
Yeah.
Like that's every guy's secret fear.
It's
Yeah.
a recurring nightmare.
That just one, you're like,
Matt.
crap. Kid
PTSD.
some 7-year-old comes in with a beard and glasses.
Oh gosh, I know.
Gary's like,
no.
Hand you a
Problem is
tuition
like me, like I look like 1,000 people that like big guys with glasses and beards. So
like any kid that has a big guy with glasses and
mine.
beard.
Yeah.
Dad? You're
Dad?
like, I don't know. I don't know. Nope.
it's like, yeah.
Hope not.
Yeah. So we'll see. Sorry for the kid. It sucks. if Lil Wayne's not his dad and he doesn't know who his dad is, but...
Actually, I don't think... better clear it up. Better to clear it up.
That's true.
So you can, at least you know Lil Wayne's not your father. Like, what about Liv Tyler?
Hey, he's got a fun
Yeah.
Grew up thinking her dad was somebody else, and turns out it's the lead singer of Aerosmith. Not a bad trade-off.
That's pretty cool. Then you're like...
not a bad trade-off.
Biologically, you're like, Dad who? My dad's Steven Tyler.
Yep.
Sorry, normal
That's
dad.
awesome. Serious stuff. Okay, so YouTube dropped Logan Paul from the premier ad platform.
This. Yes.
And the walls come tumbling down for this.
This guy
moron.
makes so much
He's valued at like $100 million.
Yeah. He made, I think somebody was doing, because you can look on YouTube and kind of see how they monetize their videos. And somebody we spoke with said that he was making, upwards of $400,000 probably, based upon his videos and play a month from this. Now, the Google Premiere basically aggregates the videos to the top tier advertisers, so they make the most money. You get better advertisers, better money.
So, for instance, we
have no advertisers.
All right, the bottom tier.
Yeah, but like if we, were sponsored by Coca-Cola,
the economy tier.
Yeah. By the way, if anybody's out there, we're looking for advertisers. Hey. But I'll put your product right here. Like here, I'll drink it, I'll eat it,
wear it,
I'll smear it, whatever it is. Just
Michael
tattoo it on his forehead.
He'll be so like Manson, like in the middle of his forehead. Yeah. That's a terrible
Pick a logo.
idea.
Pick a logo.
That's.
Yeah. Lonnie says that was an official offer for Mike to get a tattoo.
I don't think that's what she said. I don't think that's what she said. Okay, so back to this. Logan Paul, just...
Disclaimed.
Disclaimer. Logan Paul,
yeah. So they cut him from this ad service, so he's not getting the good ads anymore. They also removed the YouTube Red. They do all these original movies, programming. They had a lot of stuff in the works with him. He's very popular. Gone. They cut all his stuff. So he's getting a big hit. Now, what's interesting, I didn't realize his brother is. I should have realized this. I just thought.
You didn't realize Jake Paul was
honestly,
Logan Paul's brother?
I just never
no
thought
relation
about
to Aaron
it.
Paul.
I never thought about it that hard. But yeah, Jake Paul. Is now the Uber Paul in the family.
Not even. Jake Paul has gone through he's done a ton of terrible things.
Oh, this guy too? What's wrong
Jake Paul is, his PR team is not pleased either.
Not good.
Yeah, he's been in trouble.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Paul brothers are...
Paul's got to get it together.
Not a good thing.
This is, and YouTube
what
actually
do you do after this? Like let's...
Go to college.
Let's say things. Wait, let's do the Bill Maher.
Yeah.
I don't know it's true, but I just know it's true.
Yeah.
He's maybe making $400,000 for a post. I heard that he was valued at like $100 million. He's worth that.
Yeah.
Let's say he's not good at money.
Yeah.
Like we don't know that he spent it all, but
so
we kind of know that he spent it all. What do you do now?
That's a great question. Real estate. You could be. Yeah, you could be top YouTube real estater. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this guy. This is, I think, a lot of problem with a lot of digital influencers that you see, because it's like I don't know what else he has to offer. He's an entertainer of sorts, so could he get into acting? Maybe, but obviously now he's
I have to look it up. I know I interviewed Logan Paul, but I don't remember if it was Logan Paul. But there is one of the influencers who dropped out of college and he was like a bio major to be an influencer. Like, I don't know if that was the best decision you've ever made in your life. Maybe at the short term. But
yeah, it's tough. I mean, because especially if you've ruined your marketability, that's your only deal. So like, you can't be the face of anything. You can't advertise anything.
You can't pivot out of this when you get too old to do like hijinks, like the Jackass guys.
Honestly, you go back to Japan and you hook up with the government and try and do some big mea culpa apology, something to right the wrongs that you've done. That's the only way to do it.
Did he do anything with money? I feel like if he hasn't donated a zillion dollars to suicide prevention, you are done.
The only thing I've heard, he didn't monetize the video that he put up, apparently.
Oh, you didn't?
Good for that. Yeah, but he did monetize the apology video.
No.
I believe so.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Don't quote me. Disclaimer.
I mean, that's don't monetize.
I believe the apology video was monetized, but the actual Suicide Forest video was not.
You are sucks.
Yeah, so there's actually a change.org petition. People want the whole channel taken down. And I looked, it had 500,000 signatures on it, which is a lot.
Well,
like a lot.
it's a drop in the bucket to his 15 million subscribers.
Man, it's just like you.
And those
threw
aren't
that.
views. Those are people who actually click the button to get the alert that he's doing. That's not just. Those aren't the only people who watch him.
He was in the top 3% of YouTube content, and I mean, he was huge. Also for YouTube, I mean, you know, for them to get rid of him, sucks for them. They had a lot invested in this guy. You know, they were obviously they had made the right decision. They had to do this, but it's a big loss for them too. I mean, it takes a lot to build up a personality like this. You know, he was going around the world. Yeah, he's really hitting his stride, and then
he was in an episode of Top Chef this year.
Well, oh, that's right, he was.
Tom Colicchio didn't get it. He was like, I don't get this kid. But hey,
he was right.
He was correct.
Yeah. All right, now
story.
Your favorite video of the day.
No, I haven't lost my mind, so we won't poo-poo this. I wasn't going to poo-poo it anyway. I was just afraid that I will have gone postal at this point and started, like, tearing down, like, Godzilla. You see me, like, stomping through the fake background. Yeah.
So good.
Okay, Will Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith got a new haircut.
Yeah.
And Will Smith wanted to show it off. How freaking cute are they?
They're
like, how are you so cute?
I know.
Do we have the video? Can we show it?
Of course.
Let's see it.
No, because I was about to do an Instagram, but I didn't know if it was
Instagram Live.
No, it's not live. I was just doing it, but I wasn't going to put you in. I wouldn't do that because that's like.
You already did it.
I did.
Christmas.
I'm not putting you in. I'm not putting you in my Instagram.
Okay.
This is just mine. It's like if you don't want to be on my. I mean, I'm just saying I wouldn't like put you. Put you in it and then use you on my Instagram. That's cheap. I wouldn't do that.
They're so cool.
Gary's over there admiring the interior
I
design.
love their house is
really
amazing.
cool.
If you haven't seen pictures, you can look online. I mean, they have this like I don't even know when it's an outside room but an inside room type deal. It's like a sunroom, but they have their own lake in their house. Like, it's amazing. They're very wealthy.
I like your outside inside room.
Yeah, it's like whatever it's called.
special.
It's like an inside room, but there's like you're outside. It's crazy. Crazy.
Crazy.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Gary has a master's degree in interior design and architecture.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
so cute.
They're awesome.
They've been married for over 20 years. Over 20 years? Yeah, over 20 years. And they
1997?
are flirting.
I know.
Like, they just started dating.
I have to say, when I saw that, you know, over the years, there are always stories about them and their relationship, and like, oh, people are saying they're gonna break up and all this stuff.
In an interview with my friend, she said that they're in an open relationship, and then she backpedaled.
I remember that.
Backpedal.
For just the like looking at that raw interaction between them, that's awesome. I mean, they love each other.
Whatever you're doing to keep your marriage together,
it's working.
It is working.
You don't see. I mean, you don't see the behind the closed doors of celebrities a lot like that, where like they are genuinely. That was not like they are genuinely just joking around, having a good time,
yeah,
like
and flirting.
They
kept giving each other little eyes, and also her haircut did look great.
And I love when
her haircut looks fantastic.
I love when she takes she looks in it real quick, makes sure she looks good, and she's like, all right, you go for it.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Are they your number one celebrity couple that if we find out / end up breaking that they're getting divorced, it will crush you? Because that will crush me.
Yeah.
Anna Faris and Chris Pratt was a real sad one.
Yeah, that was a sad one. Danny DeVito, Real Perlman always bothers me when they they get back together always, but when they break up, it bothers me. But yeah, that
I'd be devastated with Kira Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon.
Ooh,
and Felicity Huffman and Bill Macy.
Yes.
Because they're always just so flirty and adorable and on the red carpet.
Yeah.
But my number one would be Barack and Michelle.
Oh yeah.
What? No, never.
They would tear my heart out of my body.
Who, like, would be an interesting, like, when the breakup, like, who do you get? It's like they have so many celebrity friends. Like, how would that be? Like, who do Jay-Z and Beyonce get?
Oh, Michelle.
Really?
I mean, when President Obama was in the office, her approval rating, Michelle Obama's approval rating was always like through the roof. His was like good, it was up, it was down. It was like presidential approval, but she was so much more popular than he was. I think he'd want to be her friend.
Yeah.
But like the president would still want Michelle.
I would hate to have to see like President Obama like going to like the club like on like a Saturday night with people like in a new Ferrari.
Embarrassing Malia.
Yeah, like
Dad.
Man, I know.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that would be a sad one. That would be a very sad one. Yeah, they are definitely at the top too. They're awesome together.
Is there anyone else that? Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
They would really crush me. Or anyone.
But they're not.
But they're not. They love each other. So that's all
and her hair
good
looks great.
things. and her hair looks great.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps it up, and I kept it together.
You did.
Hopefully I'll survive the day.
Today's National Milk Day too, by the way.
Milk
Yeah.
has gotten, first of all, you say milk weird.
I do say milk.
There's a definitely not the right vowel.
Milk.
Yeah, it's not like Mel's Diner. Milk.
Milk. It's like pillow. I say pillow, not pillow.
Why do you add E's into words that don't have
I don't know, because it doesn't sound right.
Roads. Roads.
Roads.
Why can't I say that word?
Milk.
Milk.
The milk's gone bad.
Milk was a bad choice. Milk has really bad press these days.
Why?
Because it's like when everyone crapped on sugar and when everyone crapped on gluten, now
Yeah.
everyone's crapping on milk. Dairy from cows.
Okay,
You're not
cows.
supposed to.
Why is it bad for the cows? Yeah, okay.
Tara, don't say
a lot
things
of
like
it-
that.
Yeah, it is. But wait,
Cheese
is it
coagulated.
It's 'cause is it
cow.
gross? Is
But
it
like
'cause it's-
burgers are ground up beef muscles.
ground up cows.
Eggs are fetuses.
Yeah.
Wait, is milk? Is it
They're not
because it's?
fetuses.
Is it because it's mean for the cows, or is it just?
Well, it's not good for. It's definitely not good for the cows. But it's like your body shouldn't be. It's the whole argument of like we're the only species that consumes another species. Like dairy that they feed their babies
I thought that's
as
what made us
adults.
cool.
No, they just consume
I thought that's why we were so
Yeah.
strong and smart.
But it's also like we're also the other ones, the only species that like reasons and drives cars. So
Yeah.
that's a bit. But yeah,
I like
they're
bone marrow.
okay.
Yes.
That's good
Great.
too. That's like the
From
life.
a- from a
that's
cow?
like the life force of a cow.
I like bone marrow.
Yeah.
I have a belly button. Thank you for that fact.
I'm just saying.
I don't care for milk, but I like dairy.
Yeah.
Don't take away my cheese. I don't care what anybody says. They could say cheese is literally made from the dairy of Satan's teats, and I would still eat it.